I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind. I should've told you that I loved you one more time.
2 weeks is not a lot of time. It's 2 Mondays, 2 Fridays, 2 weekends, and then it's gone. I used to look at those workout articles and videos when I was younger, those that promised washboard abs and firm thighs in just as little as 2 weeks. I'd pore over the tips, the tricks, the techniques, the comments, the replies, the results, till I knew for sure whether it would work, whether my stomach would be flat, whether my thighs would stop touching. I would tell myself, I have enough time until I need to wear a bathing suit, I can fit that in. There was no thought as to what my body could do, how strong it could be, what it was already doing, how strong it already was. I had no idea how my body worked, that doing 1,000 sit-ups would not instantly give me a six-pack. I thought 2 weeks was a long time. I think it's safe to say that Chloe Ting is a YouTube icon. Her 2-week shred programs have gotten the kind of attention and results that others can only brag to do. But at this point in my life, I know that 2 weeks is just 2 weeks. Still, I wanted to see what I could do. Her programs are free on our website and are basically a specific combination of her YouTube videos. They're mostly body weight with lots of cardio and a HIIT style with very little room for a break. If you've ever seen a Chloe Ting video, you know she's the sweetest human alive. She bounces around, making everything look easy, and you can only try and keep up without dying. I started with high hopes, and quickly realized how out of shape I really was. I couldn't get through the exercises without stopping, and learning the moves in the video felt awkward and uncomfortable. By the time I figured out what we were doing, she had moved on. Chloe always starts with a full body workout and then an ab video. You know the one labeled abs in 2 weeks? Yeah, you actually do that video for 2 weeks. I wasn't used to doing multiple videos in a row. I'm more of a one and done kind of person, so the longer workouts were hard. At first, I tried to work in the free warm-up and cool down, but I quickly realized that made my workouts almost an hour and a half long. That was the biggest change for me. At max, my workouts are only ever 40 to 45 minutes. I like to get in, sweat as much as possible, and then move on with my day. Finding time to do an hour of workouts was really tough, especially because when you see her dance at the end of the video, it's not usually because you're done for the day. Let me be clear, you don't work out for 2 weeks straight. She built in rest days, which I desperately needed to roll out my poor shock muscles. If you're considering doing this and you haven't worked out in a while, buy a foam roller. You will need it, trust me. By the end of the first week, most of my muscle pain was gone. I was adding weights, adding resistance, and I was getting the moves right for the most part. I still can get to the end of the segment without stopping, but the workouts went by faster. I no longer flailed while trying to balance or touch my hands to my ankles, although I still couldn't do the up and down plank jack to save my life. I found a rhythm, and if you've ever gotten a habit of working out consistently, you'll know what I mean. I found a flow, a breath pattern, a meditation. My head wasn't scrambled and my limbs weren't all over the place. It was my body and I was in control of it. I found ways to move while I breathed steady, in and out, and focus on that. This doesn't happen every day, but it happens more and more the more you try. You focus completely on your form and your breath, and you stop noticing the timer on the screen and how much your muscles are shaking and how panicked you might be at not being able to finish. I found that place for a while. Then I got my period. Getting better at a workout can really be cut short when you're fighting waves of nausea and pain mixed together. I used to not work out at all during this time of the month. I felt gross and bloated, and wrapping myself in a duvet was always preferable. Then I started working out consistently, and I found that even if I felt like a mushy burrito at the beginning, the workout actually helped me feel better. Don't get me wrong, I ended up having to take an extra day to finish this challenge, because sometimes all the willpower and motivation in the world can't compare to a cramp, but for the most part, it actually made me feel better, at least while I was doing it. Sometimes we need to give our body a rest though. Sometimes it's 1 day, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's a week. I know my body more than a magazine does, and I know when it's okay to push and when it's okay to stop. I know that when my stomach sticks out, it's because I'm so bloated my jeans feel tight, and that doesn't mean I don't have abs under there or that I've gained weight or that I'm less of anything because of those things. Dip your cookies in peanut butter if you're craving it and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. For me, my body wanted all the food in the world. I found that working out again had made me hungrier, and that, coupled with my period cravings, was really tough. I had 2 choices. I could deny those cravings until they properly exploded later, or I could stop worrying about the numbers and listen to my body.
Have I been missing your letters?
So I listened. I had the dessert, ate the burger, made the pizza. And I also listened to the part of me that wanted fruit and oatmeal and giant Greek salads. Part of me felt like a failure, like if I couldn't eat healthy and commit to this for 2 weeks, I shouldn't even make this video. But the other part of me, the one I'm trying to listen to more, reminded me that a burger isn't a failure, and that the sheer fact that I could now do most of the workouts without stopping was a success in itself. I was moving again, I was sore, I was sweating, I felt accomplished. By the time I got to the last workout, I barely noticed the length. I skipped through the intros of the videos just so I could keep my workouts going, keep my heart rate up. I remember what it felt like to push harder, do an extra rep, an extra step, a higher weight, and when Chloe got to the end and did her little dance, this time I danced too. I was done. At the end of the 2 weeks, did I get abs? Did I lose lower belly fat? Did I shred? I don't really know if these are the things we should be measuring. Did I get stronger? Did I learn something about myself? Am I better at this than when I started? I can hold things longer, move a little faster, push a little further. I now know that as long as I'm on my knees, I can actually do a push-up clap. I can almost do up and down plank jacks. I want to add weight and resistance and extra moves, extra time. At the end of the day, these are the things that I measure. After all, 2 weeks isn't a lot of time. There are not a lot of things you can do. But one thing you can do is build a habit. This challenge made me realize I miss working out consistently, miss pushing myself, miss feeling strong. Even when I was tired and at my worst, I still kept going, still finished. And if I can resist wrapping myself up and crying at a laundry commercial, I can do anything. If you're new here, welcome. I make new videos every Thursday. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.